In the last video. And the story continues. Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Today we're going to find out how exactly our sweet Sir Christoph is going to be embraced into a vampire. I didn't find any quick save mod, unfortunately. There's one mod which allows you to save every time you equip a torch, which I think is not that convenient, so I just skipped it. And because of that, you guys need to telepathically punch me every single time I don't save in an important moment. I really hope that this deal in between us is somehow going to work, okay? So without further ado, let's go and kill some Schlachta. This time I'll be using a shield instead of the torch with the rapier. And I think I missed one onyx band this time, unfortunately, but maybe I'll find it later. Anyway, our inventory is almost full, so we need to be really aware of what we're picking up. And maybe you can also use our items a little bit more often. I know, that's a very big no-no in every single RPG I've ever played in my life, but still. Also, I'm going to move more often in the combat because apparently it helps a lot. Nice! So far so good. So I heard from one of my watchers that actually moving around in this game helps a lot. Something I didn't remember, mostly because I played a lot of clickety RPGs in the past, and it's very often a thing of whether you will make your rolls worse or better when you stay in place. I can just remind myself of Neverwinter Nights when I remember I think staying in place was better than actually moving. But in this game, moving is the thing that we should do, and oh my god, we have this thing. How do I deal with that? And this is the place with the big Schlachta boy. Let's kill him! Nice! The other guy actually doesn't know what to do with me. This is pretty good, I backed him out. Awesome. Good. Nice! Okay, this time, with a little bit of movement and with bugging him out behind another Schlachta, it actually worked well. We have two poignards. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that thing. Poignard. Which I can't pick up because unfortunately our inventory is full and we cannot do much with that. Wait, it is! I can take one of them. Perfect. Outstar, the ultimate master of inventory space. Woohoo! We put this thing into motion, not really sure what it does yet. I think it gets the water out. And I really want to take these things. I think I will take them instead of the Serve Comfort letter to Christoph, which we don't need. Oh, that one is quite empty though. What about this one? It's also quite empty. Well, I will go back and grab the rest of them once I will use these ones, probably. Let me just make a mental note that I'll leave these things here and hopefully I'll remember to get back for them. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather have money than all of these things, but that's fine. I wonder if I can actually get back to the mines after I sell all these things at the merchant. Oh, that's a big boy! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die. Let's go! It's a war goal! Okay! That was a pretty epic death, and we did use some of our potions in that. Alright! You know what? I'm going to go grab them right away. It's kind of funny how rusty I am in this game. It's going to be pretty fun once I actually stumble upon the mini-bosses, or the bosses. But hey, I'm quite sure you can do it. I think mace is not that bad, actually. Let me see which one will be better. So mace seems to be unfortunately worse than rapier because rapier speed is higher and accuracy as well, while the damage is the same. Although mace has a bashing damage, and I'm quite sure that the bashing damage was more important for different types of enemies. If anyone of you guys remembers in the comments, let me know, but I think we need to save that for later for certain types of enemies which are specifically responding well to this type of damage. Save this. Never forget to save Outstar. Better. Ooh, we did it. There's a big bag of gold, 25. Wow, I cannot even buy a single potion with that. Awesome. And yep, that seems to be the place where people summon Cthulhu. Also, poor guy, what the hell happened with him? I've watched enough HBO's Chernobyl show to know where this came from. I think that we need to explore this stuff a little bit more before we get down there. That seems to be like a very important place where important people go and die. Still check out the upstairs and probably even go back and get all the loot. I am pretty obsessed with the loot in RPG games, so I will be probably cutting most of the moments in which I will go back to places just to grab the loot I can sell later. Are you guys also one of these people who play games like Morrowind and try to steal all the plates and forks from each of the table? Hey, we have the steaks in here! Look at that! That's going to be useful. Probably. I don't even know. I'm going to take one of them instead of the rusty dagger. And I hope this will be enough as for now. Gloves! Finally, something we can wear! They gave us plus 10 to lethal and plus 10 to aggravated. That's awesome. Speaking of Morrowind, it reminded me of that one house in Sidanin. I think that's how you pronounce this place. At the very beginning of the game, there was one house which has the NPC which was not a quest giver. And you could safely kill that NPC without any consequences. I was always killing her, always claiming her house as mine, and always putting my collection of plates and forks on the display because that was my house, my Haken Haven. And honestly, I cannot imagine playing this game now without doing all of these things. If I could kill someone here and claim myself a little house in Prague, I would totally do so. Silver mines free. Oh my goodness, there's a treasure chest there. That's a very weird treasure chest, but it has a skull cap in there. Hey, it's one of these games where the helmets are not displayable on the characters, which is pretty good. I love games which have the option to hide this thing because I always like to watch these 3D faces I'm playing as. Suspicious amount of health potions. I think we need to be careful about this. Hello? Okay. This is like the place where Andrei from Bloodlines will show up out of a sudden. And there's some heavy loot in the back in here. Alright, you know what? Save again. Let's go.
Blasphemy! Let the builders of this mockery of a holy cathedral show their wicked faces. Out, blaspheming wretch! Taste the steel of righteousness!
I am Alzra, the Unliving, and I bid thee welcome to my domain. Although I have found thee an inhospitable and ungrateful guest.
God strike thee down, she-devil!
She-devil?
Accursed creature! Earth has no room for such as thee!
Verily, all the earth is all dominion. With every passing day our numbers swell. We shatter all defenses and corrupt all holy places. To which they shall rule all the world, and everyone, mortal and canine alike, will tremble at all coming.
Hell
I
spawn.
love how she looks
The
like.
purity of the holy places protects them from thy evil.
Purity can be sullied, and holiness can be defiled. The Methuselah of Visceral shall awaken soon. Ye shall defile all that is pure, and leave corruption his wake. In defilement lies his strength. Purity is sweet meat to him, as thy rich blood is sweet wine to me.
Die, thou damned beast. God hath spat thee out of heaven in ancient times, and now I scourge thee from the earth. Die, and burn far from the sight of God.
Oh my goodness! Oh Jesus! Ah, it's weird. It's weird. Azra, you don't kill me. Don't you kill me, woman. Nice! With the combination of running around and bashing her face, it seems like this is actually working. Nice! Oh, no, that's not good. So let's use something just to make sure. Okay. And I think I got some chunk of her body in that. Ooh, this works! Nice. Ooh, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, Christoph. Oh, that was a very big miss. Okay. And now move, Christoph, move, you bastard. Not sure what the holy water is doing to her, but...
Misery. I offer thee no last rites. The sweet redemption of our Lord is forbidden to the likes of thee. Thou hast no home now but the eternal torments of hell!
Hey! We leveled up, I think. Did we? Where are the points? Oh, there we go. We have the total exp and the earned exp, and we can actually use that to something. I know there is a way to cheese this game. Basically, by upping your manipulation as high as you possibly can, you can buy things from merchants and sell them to them for a higher price. So with that you can get possibly the infinite amount of money. I'm not going to use the cheating techniques though. I'm going to try my best to approach the character creation how I would if I would just play this game for the first time. So I would probably right now think that, hey, Christoph is kind of, you know, not good in battles that much. So I will up his physical attributes more. And try not to power game through this. If you guys think I should invest these points totally differently, you can tell me. I don't even remember what was the rule. I only remember the manipulation cheese that was available in this game. Also, we can save the experience for later on and spend it on disciplines, which will appear in here. But that will come later. And I think we need to talk a little bit about the TZIMISCE. So as I told you guys, because we had the Schlachta appearing in the mines, it was quite clear that there's going to be a TZIMISCE around in there. Schlachtas are the ghouls of the TZIMISCE, and in general, in World of Darkness, when you meet Schlachta somewhere, that probably means that TZIMISCE is somewhere around. For those of you guys who are role-playing and the storyteller is throwing Schlachta at your footstep, you probably should be aware that you will meet one of these beautiful, beautiful creatures soon. The way how TZIMISCE look like, both Azra and Andrei from Bloodlines, is because of their vicissitude ability. Now, not all of them are green and horned. You know what I mean. But they can easily craft their flesh and the flesh of others in any way they deem worthy, or beautiful, or useful in combat. That's also why anti-tribute Toreadors often do have this ability. So the Toreadors of the Sabbat can actually alter their appearance and the appearance of others using this discipline, which is a pretty cool idea for a nice evil Toreador character. I know that both this game and Bloodlines shows TZIMISCE in a pretty similar way. All I want to say is that not all TZIMISCE are as edgy as these guys. And not all of them are those pure villains which are going to rule the earth. I mean, a lot of them are like that, but not all of them for sure. So if you want to play as TZIMISCE, you can as well play as a nerdy one, or someone who is not inherently into desecrating holy places with their Schlachta. Question is, do I have to actually go through all the mines to get back there?
An amulet of St. Jude. 'Tis an omen. If I redeem so holy a relic from this ungodly tomb, surely the saint shall grant me his favor.
Ah, you think so? I think you're going to become a vampire soon, mister. So that's the way to the Silver Mines 1. I want to go here. I want to take the potion, and then we're going to get out. Ah, finally the light. Finally the beautiful weather, sun, and everything that we will enjoy for probably the last day. Hey guys, I finished the job. Will I get any ovations, please?
Who comes there? Ah, the Crusader ends his day in retreat. Back for another rest in the nunnery?
What?
All of Prague may rest. I have claimed the head of the Demon Queen.
Praise be to Christoph, champion of Prague.
That was a very quick change of attitude, mister. I should have slapped you in the face. Okay, I think that means we need to go all the way back to Archbishop Giza, but before that we'll go to the blacksmith and sell some of our stuff. Hello there, Mr. Blacksmith.
The bells of Prague do ring out your victory, Christoph.
The whole city prizes your handiwork. And I prize thine.
Okay, so I will sell him the broadsword, that's for sure. It's exquisite dagger. Okay. This dagger is very exquisite, I'm going to sell it. I'm probably making huge mistakes right now. And with that, I think it might be a good idea to, before we'll go to Archbishop, to go to Unorna and maybe ask her about TZIMISCE. Dun, 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 dun. Cue me being in Prague in real life, I constantly had this song in my head. Hello, Norna.
I bid ye welcome and sing your praises for the slaying of Azra the Unliving.
Without thy lore, I could not have slain her. So I thank thee for thy wise counsel. But Azra said many things that did shake my soul. I would have benefit of thy lore.
Ask thy questions.
Know thou of the TZIMISCE.
Know thou of the TZIMISCE?
TZIMISCE, okay?
Of the 13 great vampire clans, the fiends of Clan TZIMISCE be the most vicious. They come from the dark Carpathian mountains, where ancient evil slumbers. They seek to rule mortals as cattle, and abduct us from the streets at night. They cruelly craft the flesh to fashion monsters, which they call Schlachta. To extend their rule into daylight, they do corrupt mortals with wealth and power and their own demonic blood.
Gooling.
When the mortal servants do drink the blood of their masters,
Yes.
they become ghouls that live forever, so long as they drink each day their daily blood.
Daily.
In the oldest ghoul lineages, like the royal Premisil family, children are born as revenants, mortals born with vampiric blood coursing in their veins.
Yeah, there are a lot of vampiric families, or actually ghoulish families of revenants. One of these families is the Xanthosa family, which gave birth to the anti-tributariators, according to the lore. So the ones which have vicissitude as their clan discipline. There are a lot of families like that. You can read about them on Wikipedia or in the books, of course. And yeah, TZIMISCE do come from the Carpathian Mountains. Part of the Carpathian Mountains is actually in Poland, and that is also why in Poland apparently Sabbat has majority of the power. Know thou of the Methuselah of the Visegrad.
Know thou of the Methuselah of Visegrad?
I called Visegrad, come on.
Methuselahs are among the most ancient and powerful of all vampires. Alas, I know nothing of the Methuselah of Visegrad, save that Visegrad Castle is the foul heart of the evil TZIMISCE vampire clan. But don't you be going there, young one. Even an army of thy sword brethren could not dislodge such evil.
Eve. Okay. What about Cainites?
What means she by Cainite?
So every mother's child knows of vampires. Very few know they are descended from Cain and raised by the first woman created by God.
Do not blaspheme so about Adam and Eve.
Ha! Not Adam and Eve. Adam and Lilith. Lilith was Adam's first wife, and a spirited woman was she. Now, Adam wanted Lilith to serve under him, and Lilith spurned such bumpkin courtship, leaving him for the company of angels and devils. So, God did fashion Eve, who was meek and mild. But their children were far from gentle. When Cain slew his brother Abel, God cursed Cain, saying that the food that grew of the earth would no longer sustain him. Only blood. Like the blood he spilled from Abe would slake his thirst. Lilith found the outcast Cain and taught him to harness the powers of heaven and hell. God made Cain the first vampire, and Cain made all the rest by preying on the descendants of Seth, Adam's third son. And so, all vampires are called Cainites, but only by those who know more than the church tells.
I cannot pay heed to such strange notions.
You will heed me, if you would hurt them.
Well, that was the intro to the history of Cainites. God decided to curse Cain by telling him you won't be able to eat food, only drink blood. And also I'm going to give you superpowers by exchange and you'll be able to be invisible, turn into whatever you want, be super fast, be super powerful, be able to kill any human at the go, be literally the most powerful creature in the universe who is able to destroy Earth, and yeah, it was very fair, I think. What lore hast thou of these demons?
What lore hast thou of these demons?
The vampires do prey on mortals, but they do save their real hatred for other vampires. The 13 great vampire clans are forever at war. Clan against clan, elder against children in a fearsome jihad. They do shake the world to its foundations with their hate and twist up the destiny of mortals into their dark tapestry.
Thank you so much, Honorna. That was actually a very nice little lesson on the lore.
I thank thee.
Alright, so, ooh, look at this, there's a werewolf vitae in there. Ring of Appearance, which gives you appearance, +5. Blood necklace, which enhances your blood pool. I want these things, but I will be buying them later on. I really like this lore, guys. The game is showing the Vampire the Masquerade lore in a beautiful way. I think it's time to finish the quest now. Or we could still go to the inn and see if they will actually give us some free drinks from the things that we have done for Prague. I think they should have. We're the hero after all. Hello, where are my free drinks and woman?
Behold, 'tis the Crusader, the demon slayer who purifies the minds. Raise your cups in his honor. To Christoph.
There's literally no one there. There's one guy who didn't leave the glass because he's just shaking his head saying, "No, I'm not going to drink anymore for Sir Christoph. No." Let's go back and let's talk to them.
I am newly returned from the silver mines. The evil therein is no more.
The splendor of the Lord rains down upon thee, Christoph. I give thee this wrought silver cross for thy labors.
I would hear all thou knowest of vampire lore, that I might fight them more wisely.
They are evil. That is all thou need knowest. I do not corrupt my soul with knowledge beyond that.
I thank thee.
For what? Alright, that's one of my favorite quests. I need to visit my sweet waifu. Let's go then. Also, this guy is a prick. Oh, hi!
Hurrah! Hurrah for Christoph! The mines are safe again. All hail the crusading hero of Prague. Hurrah!
We thank thee for restoring the mines. We finally have new silver to craft and sell. God bless thee, Sir Christoph.
My heart warms to see the good people rejoice so, and yet Ozra's words chill me to the core. I fear that evil endures in Prague.
Is it just me? Or was that the most lame welcoming party that you have ever seen in the history of video games? I mean, at least 2 of these women should follow me now to the Haven or something. Or give me free drinks, or give me stuff. I don't know. I'm needy. I'm sorry.
Good morrow, milady.
Good morrow, my lord. We give thanks that the mines are restored to godly condition, and we rejoice to see thee in health after such danger.
Yet there is danger in health, for I must forego thy tender ministrations.
My lord,
Yet now I suffer a new affliction, for which thou hast the only cure.
I shall serve thee in any way I can, my lord.
I have retrieved a sacred relic, milady, the amulet of St. Jude. I wouldst give it thee, milady, for thy devoted care.
I take no gifts. The Lord's work is favor enough.
It is the dearest of all I have, and thou art the dearest of all I have not. Please, keep this for my sake.
This is so romantic. Okay, let me talk to her again, if I can.
Oh, sir, I pray that the light of the Lord fill thy body with strength and vigor.
She prays for the Lord to fill my body for strength and vigor, which I will need for all of these combats, which I'm going to get through, of course. This is a pure game, pure love. There's nothing wrong with this. Hello.
Good day, Archbishop Giza.
Explain thy intentions toward good sister Inesca. I command thee to speak only truth before God.
Oopsie.
I find her the fairest of all God's creatures,
No!
and
Don't say
bemoan
that.
the cruel fate that hath placed her beyond my reach. In another time and place, we
Don't
might have
say
found
that.
happiness together as man and wife.
Such thoughts are evil. Thy concupiscence damns thy soul and dooms Inesca. I command thee, purge such lusts from thy heart. If not for thy sake, then for hers. Do not tempt her away from her holy orders, thou wicked, selfish boy. She is out of thy star, and is not for the likes of thee. Her place is with me, with us, here in the convent.
Whoa!
And thy place is out in the wilderness, striking the fear of God into the hearts of the heathen. If thou art strong enough to entertain such lusts, thou art strong enough to return to thy regiment.
Alas, they are too far away.
Well, the streets of Prague are still host to unclean demons. Perhaps thou shouldst destroy these abominations to expend some of thy hot blood.
I must protest. My place is here. The demon queen confessed they sought to defile holy places. 'Tis my duty to protect these hallowed grounds when next they attack.
Thy archbishop shall dictate thy duty. Hunt them in the streets.
Okay, I will obey, but I want to be around my waifu, so I will pick this one.
I obey, but I shall protect the streets in front of the cathedral and convent as well.
I shall be watching thee, thou immoral lad.
He's so jealous. He wants to get Inesca's boot. Ooh. Prague's Old Town. Dangerous! I need to protect Prague by night. Defend all of the old town from the monsters that prowl by night. Okay. There is someone, Szlachta, another one. But I killed the TZIMISCE. What are you guys doing here? Oh, I forgot, there are more TZIMISCE around, of course. And yet another Szlachta. There's some rats in here, which I'm going to take for my own pleasure later on. New barrels appeared on the streets. I need to be also looking out for that.
Oh, 'tis the little warrior. I bet you're soft and tender inside your tin britches.
I'll eat your gizzard while it's still attached to your quivering body. This is thy payment for bringing final death to Azra the Unliving.
Oopsie! We don't want that. So there are the people from the Revenant family, so the ghouls. Good. Not good. Regenerate the health very quickly. Nice, we did it.
Alarms from within the convent. Inesca, I will protect thee. The Archbishop be damned.
We need to go back and protect the waifu, guys. Let's run.
Christoph, thou hast brought evil into this holy place. This taint follows thy soiled soul.
It burns. The she-cow's vile purity burns like unto the sun.
The true faith.
Back to the abyss, hell spawn.
Thou art anathema in the eyes of God. Die and be damned.
Away with thee!
We forbid thee to defile this holy place.
In the name of Master Vogelard, thou shalt taste the flame. Death to the enemy of the premises!
We did it! That's quick.
It appears that I am once again in thy debt, brave sir, for coming to us in our time of need.
As I am in thy debt, for saving my life with thy tender care, and for thy uncommon valor in standing with me against the forces of hell.
I pray, my lord, that thou art always near to deliver us from this evil.
Wink.
Milady, I pledge my arm to thy cause for as long as I draw breath and beyond.
Then I have faith in the safety of our humble convent.
That's romantic.
His skill is great, and he fights with the strength of a demon.
His courage has opened the minds again. Think how the gift of Cain would enhance the might of such a man.
Aye. He has done great service to the Promethean cause by dispatching Azra without our involvement. But this decision must be made with surpassing care.
With so many of us missing, we need his sword in the coming tumult. The other clans are surely considering him for the embrace by now.
No doubt. But hast thou forgotten the power the Church wields over the minds of these mortals, Cosmos? His faith is the strength behind his steel. Stripped of his faith, would he be of any use to us, I wonder?
He has been cut from the herd by his wound. He's been separated from the heart of his sword brethren by many miles. Like any stray, he is more malleable. He may bend rather than break.
Thou art wise, Cosmos. How well thou knowest the hearts of men of war. Yet, I am not convinced.
The Premises are enraged at his continuing interference in their plans. I have learned that they have now placed a rich bounty upon his head. He'll not outlive the next moon.
Get thee to the prince, and tell him that this night, Ekaterina the Wise awakens another into darkness.
Ooh.
Thy will is done.
And Cosmos, should this Kristoff falter or fail, he must fall.
Milady Inesca, I must speak with thee.
Hush, lest thou rouse the convent with thy clamor.
I have wandered the city for hours, yet each turn of the streets did lead me back here.
My lord, 'tis dusk. Thou shouldst not be out of doors. Fiends shall soon be legion.
I would fight all fiends of hell to stand at thy door.
And how may our holy order assist his lordship this eve?
Milady, thou must hear me. I sought to tell thee once before, but fear took my voice.
What power could daunt the man who hath faced demons from hell?
The face of an angel from heaven.
Oh, my lord,
Thou hast struck me a wound that heals not. My life's blood pours out before me, and I cannot stanch it. I do love thee, fair Inesca. I do love thee with a passion I have never known.
My lord, I must protest. Such love is an affront to heaven.
If thou deny me, I am undone.
I cannot deny thee. I too am afflicted with a wound for which thou art the only cure. My soul fell when first I beheld thee, and now my heart is cleft in twain. My love of God and my love of thee have torn me to ribbons, for I must betray one to keep faith with the other.
Thus my sins do pour out before me, for I have spilt my wickedness upon thy innocent bosom.
Nay, 'tis my wanton desire that hath ensnared thy virtuous heart. I was a fool to confess my heart to thee. Gladly would I imperil mine own soul, but never thine.
Then truly we are lost. Our souls are beyond all hope of redemption.
My lord, look thou at the locket thou didst give me. 'Tis the locket of St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
Thus fate makes a bitter mockery of our plight.
Say not so. Where the saints tread, hope follows. Mayhap St. Jude shall bring us hope past all hope. I pray we find a way.
I pray so too. Thy hopeful words have filled my heart with courage, and I can leave satisfied. Farewell, fair Aniska.
Nay, the streets are not safe at night. Thou must stay here in the convent till the sun shines again.
May God have mercy upon my soul, for the devil has just placed into my heart the most impure of notions. I do tremble to confess it, but I feel I would cast away all holiness to stay. I would exchange an eternity of heaven's bliss for one night by thy side.
Know thee that thou art not alone in such desires.
Then truly I am damned. I am condemned for my lust, but I must not drag thee into the abyss with me. I must flee this holy place and return no more.
My lord, come back!
Let it be known that if Christoph would bang this night, this wouldn't happen. This is how a man behaves when he's too horny and cannot... What? What? Or was he just drunk? I'm not really sure.
Hold fast.
Release me! I command thee!
Thou struggles nobly. I love such passion. A lesser man could not even speak in my grasp.
What art thou? A demon sent from hell?
I am here to save thee, Christoph. To deliver thee from thy mortal shackles.
By the power of the Lord Eternal, I banish thee from my presence.
Poor child. Thy faith died long ago. Amidst a dread battle, thou came to know thy true nature. Thou art a killer of men, no matter how thou dost try to justify thy deeds. Thou kills not when compelled by God, but when ordered by men.
No true faith for Christoph.
Now come to me. I am the mother of thy rebirth.
I know thy ways, demon, and I have lore enough to kill thee.
Nay, thou art helpless in my hands as a naked babe.
Nay! Oh, nay!
Nay! That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for the next episode of Vampire Redemption. It starts to get pretty interesting, doesn't it? See you in another one. Thank you so much and goodbye.